Is Forex a pyramid scheme? Forex trading does not follow any pyramid scheme. That's primarily because the traders have full control to hit the sell and buy button as per their preference. You can close out a trade as per your own preference, and you do not enroll others in your business as the main purpose of your business. The Forex pyramid scheme doesn't exist if you use regulated brokers. Forex trading is a legitimate business, the same as stocks trading. What does Wikipedia say about the pyramid scheme? A pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via a promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme, rather than supplying investments or sale of products. Forex is not an intriguing business, it is a legitimate trading method, like stocks trading or commodity trading. Large banks trade Forex as same as retail traders too. However, finance regulator bodies recognize companies that use multi-level marketing to create pyramid investment schemes. A Forex pyramid scheme exists only when companies promote Forex and Forex trading using multi-level marketing or create pyramid investment schemes.
Is Forex pyramid scheme? Very often I see this question, very often on a lot of websites, my website, and this is the chance to try to answer this question. Let me start to define what is the pyramid scheme. First, by definition, we know that the pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme rather than supplying investments or sale of products. This is the basic definition. So, I hope that you already know what it's about. Pyramid scheme is something like multi-level marketing. You have the man or the woman at the top of that pyramid, and every single new participant will get some cut of the investment, and they pay to enjoy in that structure. And on the end, we can see that that pyramid scheme will collapse because in the bottom of this pyramid always are people, and that people will going broke. So they will be broke, they will lose all their money, and at the top, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people will earn a lot of money. And of course, this is the prohibited way of working in a lot of countries. USA prohibited this many years ago. But in some countries that do not have good regulation, there is a schemes like pyramid scheme. So we define this and we know what is the pyramid scheme. Now, let me talk about Forex. We know what is the Forex exchange. And what I want to tell you right away, before we make any conclusion and comparison and everything, I just want to think about Forex exchange on the global thing, as a global thing. For example, in your town, in your city, there is a exchange office. So you can exchange your money. You can buy euros for dollars, or dollars for euros, or Japanese yen, the British pound, and everything. And this is the regular business to have exchange office. They work a little bit different, but exchange offices are part of Forex market. They're a very important part of Forex exchange market every single day, every single hour. If you decide to buy euro dollar, to exchange euro dollar, to buy euro, and for example to sell dollars, you made some kind of investment, because very soon the price will change and maybe you'll make some profit because of that. So every time when you exchange your money, you're some kind of investor. We can tell that. Or we can tell a trader. But the trader without any kind of leverage, without any kind of account, without any kind of platform, but you're the player. And you need to watch Forex trading as a regular business, as a very important business, because all our lives are connected with that, and our jobs, our money, exchange, buying, selling, everything's connected. And you understand that there is a big players there. So commercial and investment banks, central banks, investment managers and hedge funds, multinational corporations, individual investors. So these individual investors, they're so tiny, maybe one couple percent, and everybody else are big players. On this image, you can see the picture. You can see where's the major banks, small interbank platforms, electronic brokerage services. You can see where are retail traders. You can see that the trading Forex is real business, is a real way of living, something that we cannot just tell, oh, I will never exchange my money to another currency and nothing will happen, because this world need to survive. Without exchange, without cooperation between the countries, without currency exchange, we cannot have any kind of industrial development. Even in the middle century, when two different people from two different nations, they'll exchange their goods, and they exchange everything, money, and without exchange, there's no selling, there's no trading, there's no anything. So Forex is something that need to exist. But where is the problem? Why so many people put in Google search as a Forex pyramid scheme or Ponzi scheme or any kind of scheme? Where is the connection? Where is the intention there? Now, I will try to answer that question. So, we have two major schemes in the world: Forex Ponzi scheme and Forex pyramid scheme. Again, I will try to read this text on the screen. It's very important to read this, and then we'll discuss. Is Forex Ponzi scheme? No, Forex is a legal business and it's not a Ponzi scheme, because a Ponzi scheme refers to fraud that the investors pay profits to earlier investors with funds from more recent investors. However, the Ponzi scheme and fraud on unregulated Forex brokers have similarities in that both are based on high guaranteed returns with little or no risk and unregistered investments. Another question is Forex pyramid scheme. I will tell you, Forex trading is not pyramid scheme. Forex trading is the same as stocks or commodity trading, a legal business whose main purpose is trading, buying and selling assets, and not pyramid share marketing to enroll others in Forex business. The Forex pyramid scheme doesn't exist if you use regulated brokers and avoid scam ads. So I just read this text on the screen, and I just wrote this on my website recently. I just wanted people to understand that this is not wrong question. So you cannot make huge mistake if you ask, is Forex Ponzi scheme or is Forex pyramid scheme, because there are scams in Forex trading. And all scams on the world have something similar. For example, like I said, high guaranteed returns with little or no risk and unregistered investments. This is two things that you can see in Forex industry. So, Forex is not Ponzi scheme, Forex is not pyramid scheme, but you can find unregulated brokers. You can find some agent who will call you on the phone and try to sell you and tell you that if you invest in gold right now, you will be rich. I had a conversation a few months ago, and I was stunned because first my friend, I can tell you that I watch Leonardo DiCaprio and his movie about trading stocks and everything. I watched several movies about that, and I think that 50% of this planet watched all that, Wolf from the Wall Street and a lot of other movies about that, and we know how that works. And it is really unpleasant when somebody won't tell you to buy some stock or buy some commodity or buy anything or sell anything just that you can be rich very quickly. It's not possible. First, it's not possible. But the most important thing, it's not ethical, it's forbidden, and that kind of brokers and that kind of agents, they should not exist. So these two things, when you see that anybody tell you that you can get a lot of money, earn a lot of money, you just follow some strategy, or that you go to trade, open account, some broker, but that broker is not regulated, and so on and so on. This is the wrong thing. Sometimes people think that the Forex is scam because one important thing, a lot of people lose money. This is the huge, honestly, true thing, because I think the 95% of all people that trade Forex lose money. But the question is, what's happened to people who trade commodity, stocks, and other things? They lose money too. So the biggest problem there is, I will, for example, buy few stocks. I will hold. In one moment, there will be some crisis, some Black Monday, Black Friday, Black Wednesday, Black Thursday. I will be afraid. I will take my money. I will create some loss, but I will have my money because I cannot lose everything that I invest when I buy Google stock, Caterpillar stock, Coca-Cola, or any big stocks in this world. In Forex trading, if you risk too much, you can lose everything. And this is the biggest thing. But people need to learn that when you trade, you should risk less than 1%. And people, when they deposit $200, they cannot understand that they cannot be rich. And this is the major problem. The same thing is for stock. If you buy one stock and you pay, for example, $200, are you sure that on the end of the year you have $1 million? No, you will not have $1 million. Maybe you have a 5, 10, 50%, 50% now, 10%, 15%. Maybe you have a loss. So every kind of trading is the same thing. If you have a big money, you can make big money. If you don't have a big money, if you don't have a lot of money, you cannot earn a lot. And for sure, you cannot live as a trader. For example, in my case, if you're very modest and have a family, you need at least $100,000 to start Forex trading and live from the Forex. Why? Because you cannot earn all the time, but every single month you need to pay the bills, to pay everything. Trading is tricky business. Whenever you do, you're always 50-50%. If you have commission, you have a trading commissions. If you have, for example, spread in Forex trading, on the end, you can lose several percents from every single your trade because of that commission. And you will be always 50-50% whatever your system you have. That system, you cannot build a system 80% accuracy. If you risk $1 and try to achieve $1, you cannot create 80% sure system. Because if exists system with 55 or 60%, believe or not, a big dogs, a big companies will create from $1 million will create $1 trillion less in the year. And people need to understand how markets is complicated. It's very, very hard to earn money. And it's normal to be hard because of that, some succeed and some do not. In the other businesses, it's a similar story. You think if I have a website, I will earn a lot of money, or will not. You think if I start some startup, I will earn money. No. 95% all startups will fail. It's true. And people know for successful stories, but they don't know there's, I need to say, there's bad stories, bad memories, fails. People do not know about that. And this is the whole story. So I will back again on the question, is Forex Ponzi scheme, is Forex pyramid scheme? Again, I will repeat, it is not a scheme. It's a legal business. But you need to understand, it's a business that if you want to earn a lot of money, you need to have a lot of money. You need to be disciplined, and you need to have many, many years some other sources of your income, because if you don't have, trading is not the regular job that you can just put $1,000 and live every single month from that. Believe me, I know that, and I work a lot. I'm maybe more than 10 years in this, and I can tell it is a very, very hard-working business, and it's a business where you really need to know how to raise capital and how to manage capital, how to manage portfolios. That is a more important thing than technical analysis or fundamental analysis. But a lot of traders do not want to listen to that, and very often they lose all the money. They go to the Google and they search, is Forex scam, is a Forex Ponzi scheme, is a Forex pyramid scheme, and so on and so on. So pyramid scheme cannot be even in the theory, because in Forex trading you have a broker, you have a trader. Of course, you can have maybe affiliate program, but even in the affiliate program you don't have a pyramid scheme, because you can have an affiliate and maybe another level as a sub-affiliate. So there's no 10, 15, 16 levels, because in that case it will be a pyramid scheme. In multi-level marketing you can have pyramid scheme, but Forex trading is not multi-level marketing. So we can just forget that. About Ponzi scheme, of course, if you give your money to unregulated broker, and that broker just give you some false account and you trade and your money is already in his pocket, that can be Ponzi scheme, of course. And Ponzi scheme we can find anywhere when we don't have a real company. We don't have a regulated company, real company. We don't have real investments, and when people just collect money and from the last collected money just give to others. And this is the fraud that cannot be have a lot of duration, and people on the end will put that fraud in the jail. So this is the difference between the Forex trading and the old scams and schemes that we can see. And I hope that everybody in this industry first will understand that money, trading, investments, commodities, stocks, Forex, everything, we need to watch that as some kind of a game. Money is some kind of a game, and we need to try to win in that game and try to earn as much as we can to have a bigger income and less expenses. So this is the whole story in any kind of business, even in trading business. So on the end, I just want to thank you for your time. This is Igor from FX Igor YouTube channel, and thank you a lot